AM 560. The Answer.
Outside of Illinois and in some places inside Illinois, but Chicago is a laughingstock among decent people in this country. It just is. I mean, I don't think I'm breaking any news. And it's fascinating the ignorance and the arrogance that these $2 politicians have, these $2 whores. Really is. From Chris Welch to pick an alderman. But this Brandon Johnson really takes some ignorance and arrogance to another level. Does he think everyone is dumb enough to be a Chicago Democrat? Really, does he? Now sell that hope and change and yes we can and boondoggle. You do it your way now. Go ahead. You got your faux hawk all waxed up there, whatever the hell that is you put in that comedy hairdo you got. It's $37,000 and you managed to make a $6,000 suit look like a rag. Take it away, Raggy.
I see the dawning of a new day, not just in Illinois, but this country. And is it about time that people recognize that the city that said, yes, we can, the city that said, keep hope alive, that city that birthed someone like Karen Lewis, the city that allowed for us to transform our public education system as we know it. This is a city that will lead this country to a better future. And I'm counting on every single worker, not just in this room, but workers that you are connected with across this country. Build power, connect to one another, ensure that our humanity comes alive today, ensure that our public accommodations can be secure. Let's make sure that whether our parks, our libraries, our schools, all of our public institutions, our transportation system has the full resources that it needs. And guess what, you all? We have a pathway forward. If descendants of slaves could lead the greatest general strike in the history of this country, it is about time that workers today lead that same cause. And if we...
All right, shut up, number one. Number two, stop working. Who the hell's going to tell? If the city of Chicago stops working, what the hell are you going to... Who's going to know? Nobody. So go ahead. I dare you. And if you think it's different in other Democrat areas, and you talk about New York and the communists, and the global intifada, it's the same bulldog. The difference is the scale of pay. See, even the suck-ons, Brandon Johnson, I don't know, are you guys making $700,000 a year in the water department? I mean, I know you got water reclamation. What do you guys do? Look for break. What do you guys really do? One thing's for certain. You'd be making 3 times as much if you were in Cali.
Governor Gavin Newsom's Department of Water and Power pays employees more than $700,000 a year, according to the most recent available data from the City Controller's Office. Listen to this. LADWP employs around 11,000 people. 109 employees make more than $500,000 a year in roles like linemen, engineers, and managers. 27 employees make more than $600,000 a year, including senior executives and specialized technicians.
I'm saying this because when it pays 3 times as much to be a part of the problem in government than it does to be a taxpayer, California is on the same bankruptcy trail as Illinois, as Chicago, as New York. And this is what you're witnessing. So what Brandon Johnson is doing to a dog whistle to scum and political gangsters, he's telling you, you want to be a part of this? Then you better step and fetch.
We have to put down our work to make sure that our democracy stands, then that is a worthwhile fight. God bless you, IFT. God bless you all. God bless the United States of America.
Yeah, he's got aspirations of more than just destroying the once great city where 7 out of 10 businesses that were in business just a decade ago, 7 out of 10, gone. Windows are boarded up, crime through the roof, and this imbecile celebrates. That's the real funny thing. And you know something? He surrounds himself with some shady son of a guns, doesn't he?
The city official in charge of some of Chicago's biggest festivals abruptly resigned.
Where'd you
that
go?
Same official we've been asking questions about for months.
NBC5 investigates requested documents related to Clene Hedspeth, the former commissioner of the Cultural Affairs and Special Events.
What was her last name, Squirrel? Hedspeth. That's an unfortunate last name. Reservation for 2 Headspat. Okay.
known as D case, and we uncovered allegations of discrimination, harassment, and more. Our political reporter Mary Nahern joining us in studio now to break down.
So you mean to tell me a girl named Headspat is bullying people? What the hell has the world come to?
What happened, Marianne?
Allison and Stefan, Clene Hedspeth is a year and a half as the head of D case was marked by turmoil. Back in April, we reported on the letter of concern from more than 100 artists. They were worried about her leadership. We now know in September, HR found Hedspeth violated city policy. She resigned less than 2 weeks later. The Department of Cultural Affairs and Special Events, called D-Case, puts on Taste of Chicago, Blues Festival, and so many other big Chicago events.
Do an audit. Do a forensic audit. Because when you're in charge of this, the envelopes, they flow like water, which Brandon Johnson couldn't pay. And the other side of the coin is, it's really quite a flourishing ground for everything from cartels to drug dealers to all kinds of nefarious players. In fact, it's so bad that ICE really doesn't have to do much other than look around.
You could almost say we do patrol a beat here in Chicago. We operate in concert with ICE, Homeland Security Investigations. We're laser focused on the immigration mission. We do go after the collaterals just like we did in Los Angeles, same way here, and a lot of it's in conjunction with targeting. And again, if we see an illegal alien, we don't let them pass. We're going to use the just as we always have, that least amount of force necessary to effect the arrest or the mission on the border. So the use of a less lethal device receives criticism. You notice I just said a less lethal device in the face of a potentially life-altering injury. No, I fail to see that. You know, agents surrounded by violence, having rocks thrown at them. Take a rock to the eye or the head.
Chicago, just Chicago alone, 1,724 people have been shot this year. 1,724 people have been shot this year. And the media and the government is asking about the ICE. Here's another little thing you might want to look into as you celebrate your monorail to Moline.
One of the biggest, $475 million for a long-awaited passenger train service between Chicago and Moline.
This will be a major boost to our hospitality and
Now,
tour.
they said passengers, right? You know why it's not cargo, Squirrel? Because cargo is getting robbed on a regular basis. So you guys are splashing the pot, $1.5 billion, $475 billion. Why don't you put some fracking coppers on the regular rail system as decent business people are being robbed on a regular basis?
Described as dangerous and costly, lawmakers say these sophisticated criminal networks are an urgent threat. Most nights as trains pass through Chicago and the suburbs, organized bandits board moving trains to steal whatever cargo the rail.
I would feel more comfortable if you would call them banditos.
Cars are carrying. The I-team out before dawn with the Cook County Sheriff's organized retail crime team.
It's an everyday thing, you know. They're able to get on to the cargo, hit them early in the morning.
Law enforcement eyes in the sky spot several people running toward the tracks in Englewood.
We had some individuals on the train track opening UPS cargo containers.
In this joint operation, Norfolk Southern Railroad Police using drones to monitor their property.
They steal boxes out of containers.
The Cook County Sheriff's organized retail crime team working with the Railroad Police.
You know the optimism in this story, Squirrel, though, after I talk to Mike, I want to focus on the optimism just for a little while. The optimism is apparently the CPS students can read what car they should break into. They can read what boxes to steal. I mean, it is an uptick in the fact that CPS has only been able to produce 18 out of 100 kids that can read for $30,000 a pupil. Look here's some of your honor roll students.